Well, I see Vito over here. Let's see what he's doing. Hopefully working. Vito, what are you doing?
Look at that. Wakesurf session with the Seadeck 6 on Lake Neuchâtel. Is it crazy?
In summer 2026, we delivered the Seadeck 6 to Lake Neuchâtel. A delivery that required a special crane to bring the boat onto the water. On the way to Hôtel Palafitte, we enjoyed some wakeboarding behind the boat. The delivery was celebrated with a beautiful event at the Hôtel Palafitte, turning this experience into a truly memorable night. Insane! And what a coincidence! Since we're already on the Seadeck 6, let's show you what this boat is really about. And we start here directly at the stern at this hydraulic platform. It serves two purposes. It can comfortably accommodate your 325 Williams tender and be lowered completely underwater, transforming this area into a beach-like access to the water. Follow me and we continue on the Sunbeds. But under the Sunbeds, you will find an impressive amount of storage, which will fit 4 tenders and has enough room for all of your toys and covers and belongings. 2 refrigerators on both sides of the Sunbeds for your cold drinks. In case you need more space, you have a drain storage which you can use to cool your drinks further with ice, or if you don't need it, to just store your belongings here. The backrests of these gorgeous and spacious sunbeds can be moved along the railings, so you either can create a dining area using the backrests as the backrest for your seating. So you're sitting here, the sun is shining, you have beautiful views over the water, and like this, you can comfortably watch your kids or friends taking a swim in the water. We continue with the cockpit, where you have this beautiful teak table, which can of course be unfolded, creating this dining area which can sit up to 6 people. And since this is a 3-cabin yacht, everyone fits naturally into the space. And with 2 loose chairs, this dining area can comfortably sit up to 8 people. Now let's take a look at the storage possibilities you have here, and they are endless. Not only you have storage under the seats, but also on the starboard side, you have an access to this room, which you have 3 options on the configuration. Here in this option, you have the crew cabin with a dedicated bed, a toilet, a sink, and a shower with a curtain. But you can also configure this room as a toy room for your equipment and fenders and all of your belongings. And if you're choosing the hotel mode, this will be the access to your lithium battery. Now, let's continue inside and take a look at the galley. Imagine yourself having a breakfast here. You're having the sunlight, the sunshine is pouring through, the people are chatting, and someone who is preparing the breakfast can comfortably participate in the conversation. And also, when you're finished, the dishes can be comfortably passed without opening a door. So now let's really step inside to the galley. And here's where Azimut really combines innovation and sustainability. First, we're taking a look at the materials and the colors we have here. We have the light oak flooring combined with the honey oak cabinetry and the light beige surfaces, which gives us really this warm and natural feeling and atmosphere. We have a fully equipped galley, of course, with a 60 centimeter oven, residential oven. And over it, you have a dedicated space for your Azimut branded silverware. Next to it, On the right side, you have a dedicated space for your dishwasher, and next to it, some shelves and dedicated space for your waste disposal. Now let's open this honey oak cabinetry. Here you have a dedicated space for your water glasses, everything of course securely stored so it doesn't rattle or move while you're on the way. And next to it, cleverly hidden behind this gorgeous rated wood door, is your refrigerator and of course your freezer. Let's walk further into the salon where you have this incredible interplay between the materials and the colors. So let's take a look at the ergonomics. Look how deep the sofa is, the rounded corners, the soft materials make it a truly zone to relax and unwind. And the table, of course, can be unfolded, rotated to create this fully indoor dining area. The next important thing next to the storage is, of course, light. So you have this massive, almost floor to ceiling, full windows which bring in an immersive amount of natural light, and thanks to the cutouts at the bulwarks, your views over the water won't be obstructed. Now let's imagine the weather isn't ideal, or you're coming into the salon after having a long day of swimming and you just want to relax and watch some TV. Look no further, because via a button push, the TV will come sliding right out of the ceiling. And next to it, a very refined detail that really ties the entire salon together. It's this electrically operated sunroof. So when the light is coming through, it's filtered through this lurid effect, matching the reeded wood on the cabinetry and really tying this entire salon together. So let's talk about the Helm station. No, let's take a look at Vito. Vito, what are you reading?
Look, did you know that the boat is made at 30% of recycled PET? It's crazy.
Actually, yes, I knew that. And I also know that it equals up to 15,000 bottles recycled for each boat produced. And now let's continue with the Helm station. So before we really enter, on the side of the Helm seats you got these 3 drawers, and each of them for your china. And of course again, securely stored and wrapped so it doesn't rattle while you're on your way. The Helm station is designed with the driver in mind, with these super comfortable eco-leather seats which are adjustable in every direction via a push of a button. At the Helm station you got these 2 flush-mounted Garmin monitors where you really have access to all of your controls and navigation systems. So now follow me into the lower deck where we will take a look at the 3 cabins. But before we do so, a very smart detail is a dedicated wine cooler or ice maker, which is located on the side. Now let's really go downstairs. And the first thing we will check out is the master cabin. When entering the master cabin, you're greeted by this gorgeous big bed and 2 dedicated nightstands on both sides. Again, you're greeted by this reeded woodwork, which we've already seen in the galley to really put together the main deck and the lower deck together. Look at the nice and subtle lighting, not only over the top of the bed, but also under the bed to give you that floating furniture effect. Next to the bed, you've got, of course, your wardrobe with a hanging bar, shelves, and a mirror to make sure your outfits are spot on when dining outside or leaving for a nice evening. On the opposite side of the bed, you got, in this option, a nice and long sofa, comfortable and deep, almost the same as in the salon. But you also have the option to put a vanity here in case you need more storage for your belongings. Before we head into the master head, Let's take a look at the gorgeous long hull windows, of course with an option for natural ventilation on both sides. So now let's take a look at the masthead. Pay attention to the matte bronze details like the fosse or the doorknobs, the nice and square sink to really give you enough space, and of course some countertop next to it to put your personal belongings. And next, a beautiful spacious shower behind this bronzed glass, where you will find a rain shower and a handheld shower matching the matte bronze accents you've already seen on the faucet. And before we take a look at the other two cabins, I want to show you the extensive amount of storage you have on the port side, which really will fit in all of your linens and bedding sheets and pillows and maybe suitcases as well. And on the other side, you have a washing drying combo. So now let's take a look at the VIP cabin. First of all, when you enter, you see the really nice interplay between the colors, the wood, the light coloring of the surfaces, the bedding sheets. On the starboard side, you have this gorgeous spacious wardrobe with a hanging rack and shelves, and with a nice and large window. On the other side, you have the door to the head, which is shared between the VIP cabin and the twin cabin, which we will check out later. It's finished in the same refined style and has the same refined details as the master had. Now let's take a look at the twin cabin. And before we enter, I want to show you the thought that really went into the design, which you will also see on all of the doorknobs. Look at the interplay between the metal and the wood. I think it looks really, really nice and gives it the extra refined touch. In the twin cabin, you will find two comfortable beds with a window, of course, for natural light and natural ventilation, as well as storage under the beds, and of course a wardrobe for your belongings. I suggest we've seen enough of the interior, although you of course can never get enough of this beautiful cabins and layout. But let's head upstairs and check the bow. So before we head to the bow, I want to talk to you about some technical specifications. The Seadeck 6 is powered by triple Volvo Penta IPS 500 or 650, giving you a maximum speed of up to 33 knots. And another interesting option which you have is the sun deck, which you can put on top. While we're walking to the bow, take a look at the nice and high bulwarks, really giving you comfort and safety while you're walking. So while stepping onto the bow, you're greeted by these three nice and spacious sunbeds, which can fit up to 3 people. Let me demonstrate it to you right here. And next to them, you of course get the cup holders and a small compartment for items like your phone and other smaller belongings so they don't fall off while you're navigating and enjoying the stunning views. A really nice feature as well is that you will get 4 carbon fiber poles, which will be installed here to provide you with the shade so you can really enjoy your time on the bow. And one detail we haven't quite mentioned at the helm station is the impressive visibility. Because you have no center mullion, you really get this one large and gorgeous window, which will give you the perfect visibility while maneuvering or being under navigation. And that wraps up our little tour of the Azimut Seadeck 6, a boat that really combines sustainability, innovation, design, and comfort in general. Thank you for being my guest on this tour. If you have any questions, we will be happy to assist you. See you on the next video. Ciao!